Hey buddies, welcome to Quantum Buddy 2.0. In this channel, you will be getting quality and very informative videos. Please subscribe to this channel and support us. In this video, I'm going to explain about a password management tool which is very useful and very awesome tool that I found on the internet. Before that, let me explain some background. In the month of October 2020, I was deleting cache and by mistake I deleted history and passwords. Then I went to panic mode because I lost all my passwords and it always syncing with Google. So everywhere all my passwords lost. Then I thought of how can I get back my passwords, and I found a way to do that, and I explained that in this video, which is a difficult one to follow. So most of the people were able to follow, and it worked for them, and they were happy. But for few people, they are not able to follow this video properly, and it didn't help them. So then I thought I should provide people something useful that everyone can easily do. Then I started searching for password management tools, and I found Bitwarden. Bitwarden is an open source password manager. Here they mention business, but we have other options also. They are offering for personal usages also. Why should we choose Bitwarden? Basically, they will be using end-to-end encryption before they are sending any data from our computer to any other server or location. It is similar to WhatsApp where they are using end-to-end encryption, and nowadays most of the messaging applications are using end-to-end. But can you see the WhatsApp code? You don't know, right? What they are doing? But Bitwarden is an open source tool. If you want, you can see the code and you can see how they are doing the encryption and storing the data. Then I started loving this tool because it is an open source, and if there are any bugs or anything in that tool, people will be there who are updating the code, and we can see everything. We can't, it's not like a blind trust that we are doing in the WhatsApp. We are blindly trusting that Zuckerberg, and we are believing whatever he says. And it is a global access. This Bitwarden, you can access it from anywhere with any platform, and they are offering this tool in 40 languages. So these are the main features that they are mentioning in their website, and then they explain something. Here we are seeing that Bitwarden plans and pricing. So we have business plan and personal plan also. If you want business plan where you want to share between multiple users, you can go for this. Here also we have free organization plan which costs 0 per month. If you have team, you need to pay $3 per month per user, like that. We are interested in personal because we don't want to go for any business plans. So in this we have three options: basic free account, premium account, family organization. So let us go with free because most of the features we require are there in the free account. If you want any premium account, you can go with less than $1 per month, only $10 per year. Or if you have family organization, you can go for $40 per year. All are you can upgrade anytime. So let us create a free account now. Here they are asking us for the email address, your name, and the master password. Here they are asking for the name. We can provide. We will go with Big Chill. If you don't know what is Big Chill is an alien in Benton Watch. So we can ask Google to suggest some random password. So we have that password. Better I can copy this to some other location. So that we need this password to log into some extension. So we will be using that later. Here they are asking for master password hint. Personally, I don't prefer giving these hints because it's not that much valuable in my use, because if I lost the password, these hints won't help me. Even this will be helpful for hackers to hack your account. So now we need to agree. Then we will be doing submit. This will take us to Vault after logging in. Okay. Here they are asking for verify your mail ID. You need to verify your mail ID. When you do click on send mail, it will be sending a verification mail to your account. There you can verify it. So this is the way it looks. Vault. Here we have all items. If you have any items, they all will be shown here. You can favorite some items. If you delete anything, it will be in your trash. So let us see what types of items we can add. If you see here, we have login type, card type, identity, and security note. And if you see here, we have folders also. To organize the passwords and all, we can create folders like for personal usages. You can create personal folder. For any professional or office work, you can create professional or office folders, and you can organize your passwords in these folders. So let us see the fields that are there in each item. So if you are going for any item like login, it will be asking for the name and the folder. If you want to give anything, then it is asking for username and then password. Here we will be giving the URL. Based on this URL, it will be suggesting as the passwords. Here you can give the match criteria. If you want default match, you can keep base domain name, host name starts with like this. If you have any notes, you can give. You can add any custom fields also. Let us see card type item. Card is also having name, folder, card holder name, and brand. You can give Visa, Mastercard, like that, various brands. Here you have to give your credit card or debit card number, and then expiry month and year. You will be having CVV, right? Security code. You have to give that. If you have any notes, then you can give also. Identity will be like your name, address, and all that stuff. If you want, you can add that also. Security note is like some note which will be storing with them. That's it. Give the name and write some random stuff. So this is what our vault looks like. Then we will see the tools. So these are the tools that are available there. We have a password generator which will be helping us in generating randomized passwords based on your password length, minimum numbers, minimum special characters. You can use password or passphrase. I suggest using phrase because it will be very tough to crack than the passwords. Here we can use capitalize, you can include numbers, you can do word separation and all. It is personal preference. If you want, you can use phrase or also word, whatever, based on your interest. And import data is there. Import data is for the people who are moving away from other password management tools to Bitwarden. So based on this, we can select from where we are coming from. Like if you are coming from LastPass, you can provide LastPass here and then select the files and all. Export work is also there. If you want to save all the data which was stored with Bitwarden, you can use export wall to export that data. And here we have reports which are like premium reports, and we have only one report, data breach report, which is free. Let us understand what is a breach. A breach is an incident where a site's data has been illegally accessed by hackers and then released publicly. That means whatever data you have, like not only passwords but other stuff also, any data, any sites storing, and it was illegally accessed by other guys and they make it public. This is called data breach. So here we can give our mail ID or usernames and we can check for breach. Basically we just randomly generated this mail, right? So there will be no data breach currently. Then if you see settings, it will be showing your account name, your fingerprint face and all, passwords, change master and encryption key and all. At the end we have danger zone where you can deauthorize sessions, remove everything that is there in the vault, purge vault, or you can delete your account also. I will be explaining about these advanced features later, like two-step authentication and this thing. And then we have options. Regarding the options, we will explore when we are playing with the extension. Here we have organization. You can add organizations and Go Premium is for buying premium billing, two-step login. This we will be exploring later. We have Google Authenticator, which is free in free. Domain rules are there, emergency is there. Then, if you are seeing this right here, we have our profile icon. If you click on this, we have get the apps button. Okay, when you click that, it will be showing us with desktop and web browser extensions. We have native applications for Windows, macOS, Linux, and also Android. I saw the application in the Android and I am using it. To make this video very simple, we will be going with Google Chrome. When you click on the Google Chrome, it will take you to the Chrome Web Store Bitwarden link. So we will add it to our extension. After adding this to the extension, it will open a new page where it will explain basic stuff regarding the Bitwarden. You no need to watch it because you are already seeing my video, right? You will have this gray icon, which means we are not logged in. Click on it. So here it will be providing us the option with login, create account or enterprise single sign-on. Click on the login. Here it will be asking us for the email address. I am giving my password. This is the master password. Okay. After doing that, it will take you to the vault. Here we have tab. Tab is a contextual option. It reads the tab that you are currently in and it will provide relevant information. My vault will show all the passwords and all. Here we have generator, can automatically generate the passwords to enter into the new websites or login or change passwords and all. Here we have settings. This is for folder. You can create the folders here. Sync is for manually syncing. It automatically syncs, but if you want to do any manual sync, you can click on the manual sync. Here we have our security stuff. This security stuff is used to secure your vault and all. Here you can specify when the timeout should happen. We will be having from immediately 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes to 4 hours on system lock and never on browser restart. We will be using the default setting browser restart. That means whenever you restart the browser, it will again ask for the master password. So always entering a master password is not safe because at any time your computer may get malware or anything which can store your whatever you are typing on the keyboard, and it can use that information to steal your information. See, they will use your information to steal your information. So we will be using pin. So when you do this pin, it will ask you to enter the pin, and this pin is specific to this extension only. If you are installing the same extension in another browser, you have to set up another pin, or you can use the same pin, but it is local to that only. So let us go with some random numbers. If you tick this lock with master password and browser restart, it will ask again the master password. Here our goal is to avoid entering the master password to save ourselves and our data. So we are not going with the master password. So we will uncheck this and we will submit. I will show the demonstration now. If you click on lock now, it is asking for the pin, not the master password, right? Now we will see how Bitwarden extension will work in the field. Let me close this. This will be our channel. We will be keeping. Here I have one website. Let's check how Bitwarden works in the real field. We will be logging into our website Quantum Buddy. I did enter the username and I am entering the password. See, I am not saving this password with Google. I am saving this with Bitwarden. If you observe the browser carefully, on the top we have this Bitwarden giving some options whether we should save this password or not. Should Bitwarden remember this password for you? You can free to say never, or you can say yes. When you do say yes, Bitwarden will store this information. I am clicking on this Bitwarden extension and it is showing right logins Quantum Buddy. Here we have our information. I will change the tab and again I am clicking on this. See, it don't have any login information for YouTube, but it has information for Quantum Buddy. You can go to my wall to see all the login, card, identity information at any time. Now we are done with the part 1 where we saw how Bitwarden is capturing our usernames and passwords. Now we will see how Bitwarden can be used to enter this information. When you go to any login page, here we are logging into Quantum Buddy. This Bitwarden extension will show some number and stuff. You go there, it will show we have one login available for Quantum Buddy website. Here you can simply click on this, which will be automatically populate everything that is there. Or if you want to manually copy username or password, you can use this I guess this is no hands human. If you click on that, it will copy the username. If you click on this key, it will copy the password. And then anyway, after that you can click on login. It will log you into the website. We are running out of battery. So this is how we can use Bitwarden. Please do like this video and provide your valuable comments, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel Quantum Buddy. If you already subscribed to my previous channel, please do resubscribe here in this new channel. All the new content we will be providing in this channel only. If you want any new videos or any new topics, please do comment and let us know. We will try to make best content for you. Thank you.